Monday through Friday from 12 noon to 4 p.m. Eastern, we are here live, waging war on corruption, crashing the lies and disinformation. Here's a Mason County News article by Eric Sandberg, President and CEO of Texas Bankers Association of Austin. And it says, op-ed, too politically connected to fail. I'm glad people are starting to get this. The Obama administration, Democratic congressional leaders are misleading the American public. Their financial regulatory reform bill, which could soon reach the Senate floor, is promoted as protecting consumers from fat cat bankers. Unfortunately, the bill takes aim at the wrong parties and comes down against the state's traditional community banks, the ones that did not cause the economic mess in the first place, and exempts most of the investment banks and broker-dealer activities that were responsible for the financial collapse. There, it's said very simply there, isn't it? And, of course, it has a financial VAT on all financial activities at the international level and national level. And it is meant for the financial takeover artists to be able to shut down any free market banking going on in this country. And it's particularly aimed at Texas banks, the healthiest in the nation. We have the healthiest private banks in the country in this state, and openly the globalists are in barons, you name it, saying they want to gobble these up. Imagine all the Goldman Sachs and J.P. Morgan Chase regulators that are alumni of those criminal organizations. They cannot wait. They cannot wait to come in. And the public doesn't know the difference, so they'll enjoy that. Just amazing. So as I said, that is coming up in the next hour. Bankers prepare to assault Americans with VAT, transaction taxes. And then, of course, it's also going on at the international level. As reported, new global fat tax to rein in banks. And you read the article, it gives them total power to take over society. We'll also break down what's happening with Goldman Sachs right now in this fake investigation for political purposes that Barack Obama, a.k.a. Barry Soetoro, is launching right now. And, of course, the ADL demonization, the Southern Poverty Law Center demonization going into high gear. We're going to go ahead and go to your calls. What happened is, for those that didn't hear the day I discussed it a week ago, we had the $15,000 contest. We've had, 4 other contests before that. This was the biggest. And I kept wondering why we weren't really getting any submissions. We're getting very few. And it was because our spam blocker in our email, we have to have it because we get 3,000 to 4,000 emails a day. Viagra ads, mortgage ads, you get them. People with little email accounts probably get, 100 spams a day, even with your blockers on. Because it was called Naked Body Scanner Contest, people would put that in the subject line. And so we didn't discover this until the day before the contest was to end last week. And so I announced that sometime this week I would announce the winners. I have been so busy. I've watched all the entries, but I have to watch them all again. There's more than 50 good ones just to one of the contests, and I'm going to try to watch them tonight. I just want to be fair in the judging, and I almost always end up announcing the winner late just because we get sometimes hundreds of entries. This time all totaled, it's around 100 with the 3 different contests. 50 good ones just on the big $10,000 prize, the Naked Body Scanner contest. There was 2 others. And so I'll be announcing that either tomorrow or Sunday or Monday. I'm not sure because I've just got to really get it down to 2 or 3 in each contest that I think are the best. And I'm going to have the guys and the gals here in the office take a look at it and see what they think, because I like to get their input. And then we'll be announcing those winners, as we always do, late, just because we're victims of our own success. So many come in. And then this time with the spam blocker, I was starting to panic. I was like, man, I'm putting $15,000 out here to get the word out against the naked body scanners. And this thing's a failure. Our first contest, it was a failure. Well, it was not a failure. It was just a computer snafu. Once we learned that hundreds of emails had been blocked and were in the junk folder, we were able to retrieve them. And if you have not seen us post your entry since we learned this a week and a half ago, be sure and send it again to contest@infowars.com, and we'll do one more sweep today to see if we missed any of them. If you haven't seen us in 5 different waves the last week and a half, because I don't want to post all the entries on one page, because then people don't have a tendency to watch them all. So I like to post them, 5, 10, 15 at a time. If you haven't seen yours posted, you've got until, 6 o'clock or so tonight to get those into the email, so I have a chance to do one more sweep and make sure that we did see all of the entries. One more program note. Getting a lot of great reviews for Police State 4, The Rise of FEMA. It's now out on DVD, shipping out to everyone. You can order the high-quality DVD with the expanded extras at Infowars.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139. You can also write to us at P.O. Box 19549, Austin, Texas 78760. The old addresses will not work. We had a forwarding the last 6 months, but now that's over. You've got to send it to P.O. Box 19549, Austin, Texas 78760. And, of course, you can watch both Invisible Empire and PS4 at prisonplanet.tv. 15 cents a day, $5.95 a month. Takes about 1 minute to sign up, and you can share your passcode with as many as 6 people. So you're really getting 6 memberships for the price of $5.95, and that just pays for the bandwidth, so you can see the films in the highest quality at prisonplanet.tv. Okay, without further ado, I want to take a lot of phone calls now on any issue you wish to discuss into the next hour, and then I'm going to break down the biggest issue out there. Well, there's several. The bankers are taking over completely. They've already had control, but now they really want to rape people, and they're going to stage terror attacks to blame it on their opposition. Their legitimate opposition that's saying, hey, you're criminals. And the criminals are saying, okay, the people are criticizing us. That's going to cause federal buildings to be blown up, and when they're blown up, it's our competition's fault. We're the big bankers that finance all the big wars and invade countries and kill millions of people and are totally ruthless and take old ladies' houses and family farms. But we don't stage terror attacks. It's our opposition. They're going to do it. Get ready. It's about to happen, and we're going to have to shut down freedom on the Internet and arrest a bunch of people, especially that Alex Jones. He's calling for violence. And the Tea Parties are racist. Look, they're wearing Nazi uniforms. Oh, wait, those guys actually work for us. Never mind that. We're good. So that's the big issue. There is a revolution, an offshore banking takeover happening. I know I just keep saying that like a parrot, but I'm here saying alert, alert, we're under attack. It's happening. Oh my gosh, the New World Order's here. Warn everyone, stop them, stop them. And the system's saying, oh, you want to call the bankers out? You are a terrorist, Mr. Jones. You're calling for violence. You're a racist. You're a Nazi. And because they know that doesn't work on most of the public, they come from the other angle with their government-run white supremacist groups going, Jones works for Israel, kill him, get him. It's just unbelievable what's going on right now. But that's because we're hitting on all cylinders, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the pole position to win the race, and the system is angry. They're always going after number one. Let's go ahead and talk to Dave in West Virginia. Dave, you're on the air. Welcome.
Hey, Alex, it's a pleasure to talk to you. Thanks for the red pill, by the way.
You bet, brother. Pass them out.
Anyways, I woke up really to the psyop that Glenn Beck is the controlled opposition, especially with the Deborah Medina 9/11 truth thing. And that really gave me insight into the psychological operation that he is. He feeds you a lot of white propaganda or truth to set you up for the black propaganda or lies that manipulate the way you look at the world. One thing, he kind of reversed himself on the FEMA camp thing today on his show. He had recording of the Acorn president giving a speech that was saying that internment camps could be in the near future could be much worse than what they were during World War II. And he kept saying, I've debunked that. But then he said, but the FEMA camp structure is in place. And then here's the deal. I want to embrace anyone who stands up against torture, illegal wars, violations of the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, the Patriot Act. I don't want to fight with Glenn Beck. I won't sell out my values. I won't compromise. But at the same time, as a syndicated radio host, it is not good for getting on radio stations, on average, to
attack Glenn Beck. It would be much easier if I just wanted to be a big shot to kind of not attack anybody, toe the party line, kind of shut up, and I'd be on 600 radio stations. I mean, I've been given the offers by the very people that, well, I'm not going to get into it. The point is, so it's not me here mad at Glenn Beck because he makes $50 million a year. I could care less about that. All that matters to me is the truth. I could have been Glenn Beck. I mean, I was given the offers. I was told you'll be bigger than Rush Limbaugh by people that could do it. I was guaranteed. I mean, I was offered millions of dollars multiple times, guaranteed that I would be the next Glenn Beck before Glenn Beck was even on the radar screen. So that's why I know who Glenn Beck is, because I was given the opportunity, basically like Anakin Skywalker, to become Darth Vader.